season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The first time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Herd App Media Network.
It's Pat and JT alive. We're live. Thank you guys for listening, watching. It's Pat and JT on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and also on Facebook.
Exactly. We're recording this Friday morning. Just so y'all know, we are not live, but it is a live because Pat is in a different time zone right now. We were hoping we might get to do it live, but unfortunately, flight plans destroyed our plans. And this could be interesting.
Garbage. Like it's just stupid garbage time zones. It's I've screwed up more things because of the stupid 2-hour time delay. It's awful.
You need to have two clocks, 2 watches, 2 something, just so you can look at one that says Nebraska and one that says where I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nebraska,
but,
where I am.
But yeah, it's been crazy. So this could be kind of wild too because you're on hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And it's actually doing really well right now. The last couple nights,
it's been a little twangy, but not bad.
A little twangy? Okay. Well, we've done a 4-star review then for this hotel. I love this place where I'm staying though. Yeah. Last night I'm trying to upload a large file and I got like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. And at the end it goes error. Like, can't you tell me that, like, you're going to error out? Can't you tell me at the beginning so I don't sit here for 25 minutes waiting for you?
Because it scans like the whole file before it starts downloading. It's like, okay, and this is how long it'll take. Otherwise, it couldn't tell you how long it's going to take.
Thank you. So you know what? I don't know who you think you are, Wi-Fi, but you tell me in advance. It's a power thing. It's a control thing. It's like you counting to 10 thing.
Holding my breath. I know.
Holding your breath, counting to 10. That's exactly what it is.
That's the name of their Wi-Fi. Holding my breath.
Holding my breath. Don't even try it. Is what it is.
No, if you want to tell your journeys this week have been really exciting.
It's been unreal. So I'm in California, and can't wait for all of us to tell you who we are going to be bringing onto the network as a show. It's going to be awesome. So we're out here setting up a studio in their house, and so being said, I had to bring a lot of equipment with me. I wish I can't lift my laptop because I'm afraid don't even think about it. Wi-Fi will disconnect, but my whole little rolly cart thing is filled with bags and cartons of equipment. Anyway, so I get literally 3 Pelican cases. Which
explain a Pelican case too.
It's like a big hard black case for equipment. Like it's hard, it's protective, it's heavy AF.
Right. For electronics, you put stuff in like that so it can protect it and fly. You see all the roadies throwing them around behind backstage or getting off the trucks.
Yes, exactly. So I had 3 of those boys. I had a suitcase for myself, which I only brought. I was only supposed to be here for like 36 hours. So
suitcase. I would expect just your backpack.
Oh, I have a backpack, but it was filled with other equipment that I couldn't fit in the other equipment bag. So I was like, literally, I had batteries in my pocket. Okay. I was taking care of everything, putting everything. Cause you had to pay $75 for an extra bag. So I'm trying
Why did a battery in my pocket joke just popped in the back of my head? I'm sorry.
The 9-volt, yo. So actually one of those little square ones with the little nubbies on top. I
had a battery in my pocket, he says proudly.
Yeah, the security guy's like, "What's in your pocket?" I'm like, "It's a battery, buddy." So I even forgot where I was. Okay, so I had in the suitcase wasn't just my clothes; it was other cables and everything mixed in with my underpants and my socks and my all this stuff. So, I check everything. And I've got the equipment that I need for here. And I brought extra stuff in case we needed extra things. Didn't want to have to go to Best Buy. Get everything checked in. We're fine. Get all the way to LA. And I'm waiting for my bags. And I got all my bags except for the most important, biggest bag with all the main equipment for the studio, audio, and video bag. It's not there.
Let me ask you this. When your connecting flight, was it a late connection also?
It was not a late. It was not a late connection.
So your trip went as planned for you.
Yes, the trip went as planned for me,
but not for your bags.
No, not for my bags. And then so I'm waiting, and it's after a while. There's like one like dirty bag going around and around and around, and nothing else. I went to the oversized baggage people counter, and I'm like, "Is there any more coming?" They said, "No, it's not. No, there's nothing." So I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me!" If any other bag had not showed up, I could have made it work that day. But this is the one bag. So I went and they scan like, oh yeah, it's still in Denver, and we have like maybe one more flight. One flight's already taken off, and it wasn't scanned in, so it's still in Denver. So we have one other flight. We're going to try to get it on tonight, but I don't know if that'll happen. I'm like, okay. So I instantly, and then I have to go pick up my rental car. Okay, so here's another little loop-de-loo in the story. I dealing with all this baggage stuff. I was like an hour and a half after the flight landed.
Mhm.
My rental car place, it only held the reservation for like 2 hours after I got there. Yeah, absolutely. So
Usually
I got
they hold it and then they charge you,
yeah, you would think, but
you
they
know,
didn't.
and just say, well, you didn't pick it up. You didn't tell us no. So here's your bill.
Nope, they just canceled it. So when I got there, they're like, well, but we got another one for you. So I got another car, but it took like another hour to get all that processed. Then I had to go to Best Buy and buy all the equipment, everything. That was fun though. I felt like I was on a game show. Like I was
I
just,
bet.
I had the company card. I'm like, I want this and this and this and 5 of these, and just it was going crazy.
And the crowd was cheering and okay.
Woo, yeah, screaming at me, lower. And so I thank God for my wife, because I'm on the phone. It's dark. I'm not in the best mood, and she's my nav because my phone's almost dead, and I didn't have a cord to plug it into the car. So anyway, I
We
couldn't
don't
be
even
nav.
want to talk about that right now.
I don't want to talk
Okay.
about that. And so she's directing me from Omaha to Best Buy and then to Guitar Center. Best Buy, which closes thanks to COVID at 7:00 on Wednesday night, 7:00. I get in back to the hotel at 6, and I'm like, holy S, I've got to get over there and get all my stuff before 7:00.
What
So I go
closes
there,
it?
I get-
Well, I wonder if it's like here. They don't have anybody that wants to work.
Maybe could be. There were a lot of blue shirts there when I got there. So there was one piece of equipment I needed from there, and then I had to go to Guitar Center, which they are open till 9. So I got everything I needed. And then as I'm pulling out of Guitar Center, I get a call from Southwest. They say, "Oh, your bag's here." Like, oh, so I
Just bought everything.
just bought everything. So and then anyway, they brought it to my hotel at 2 a.m. Had it, and then so yesterday I went and returned everything, so I didn't have room to bring it back with me.
Oh my god.
And I'm playing injured. I've got 2 band-aids on my fingers because of my hangnails. And do you know how hard it is to mousy swipe on a Mac with your mousy fingers covered in a band-aid? I'm clicking with my pinky.
I do. I understand your pain, probably unlike a lot.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, actually, you all people understand my pain.
I get it. I totally get it. I remember the days of cotton gloves, which I hope I never return back to because of the stupid stuff on my fingers. But I haven't had knock on wood, I haven't had an outbreak for like 2.5 years. So, but yeah, there's nothing.
I was actually thinking about you in the shower today. When I'm taking a shower, I'm thinking, how did you do? Well, because of the painful finger. Because I'm like, how on earth did you do it when every one of your fingers was like this? I would have just checked out. Been like,
I went to the hair salon and had him wash my hair.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time when I had to, it was like twice a week. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to break this down because I can't do it every day. So shower's one thing, but washing your hair is another. Yeah. Yep. I remember that. that. Oh my God. Well, so anyway.
That's been awesome. Other than that, trip's been great.
So. Those 2 hours in between were fantastic.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
That's good. That's good. All right. So we do have, we had already kind of planned on this anyway. We got a guest on the show this week, and we didn't really intend that you were going to be out of town, but that was kind of a last minute woohoo. And so let's bring in Nick, who is not, he's not exactly unknown to the show. You've been on several times, and your favorite role is as fact checker.
Fact checker. This is my first time joining remote, so I'm happy to be here. Great to see you all virtually. Pat, safe travels home today. We're excited to have you back.
Thanks, buddy. I'm glad to be back too. And that file that I was uploading yesterday was for you and Andrea, so I apologize in advance.
And so
I want to break. This is like breaking up with somebody in a restaurant, so you can't get yelled at.
Yeah. So we're not getting it today.
Probably not, unless the Phoenix Wi-Fi is amazing, which I doubt. But I'm going to try it there again. So in about 2 hours, we'll try.
Maybe this afternoon.
Maybe?
Yes. Okay. Maybe. That would work.
It was maybe this afternoon on Wednesday, Jill. So.
Yes. A sidebar in these neighborhoods where rich people live out here, there is zero cell signal. Nothing. What you can't tell me they don't have better means they can vote on getting a tower up somewhere. Nothing. Zero.
Do they have a service we don't know about? It's kind of like the hospitals for the really super rich that we didn't know about before. Like, do they have their own cell service or something?
Probably.
So Pat and I were in LA. What was that, like 2 months ago, Pat? And we were in one of those neighborhoods you're describing, and I think it's the hills that you're like tucked away in the hills that the cell service can't get to it. Because we were in a very, very bougie place with.
We were in the place where
no-
we like nav even stopped. Like when Nick and I were driving around, like we're like, where on earth are we going? Because I have no clue, and nav wasn't helping us. Yeah, it was scary.
I don't get it because if you're that person, I would flip out if I didn't have just the basic stuff. I mean, anymore, internet is the basic stuff. Cell service is the basic stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid.
Wow. Just to say, I'm just going to throw this out here, Nick, because I know Pat's on a timetable.
Oh yes.
And-
Okay.
And so let's just roll on. Pat, what were you going to call Fridays with Nick?
Nick Picky, because he's a fact checker and he's very nitpicky on things.
Nick Picky.
Nick Picky.
Yes. So I listened. I listened to the
Hence
show throughout the week.
conversation before we started this is that I was just told that every description I write for the podcast needs to go in front of a committee before it's posted. And I'm like, and you know, the first thing in my head was like, what the F took you guys so long? It's only been 2 years. I've been writing these stupid things, and at least once a week, people are like, this has got to change. This has got to change. And now it's finally. Now
Yeah.
We have a committee. Before it was just me.
Yes. We had a situation yesterday with a misspelling, so got to get on top of it. So I listened to the show throughout the week, and there are moments when either facts need to be clarified or added, or corrected. So moving forward, I have my little notes on my computer. So whenever I'm listening, I add a little fact check.
Awesome.
First thing I wanted to know is, so I've been working with you guys for almost a year and a half, and I listen to maybe 50 to 60% of the episodes you put out, which is hundreds of episodes. And my favorite by far was yesterday's with Flatwater Free Press. So like, just powerful interview. What their work that they're doing is very important, but I also thought you guys just had a good discussion, solid questions, everything. So if you haven't listened to that, go check that out.
Thank you. Good to know we aren't
yes.
losing it.
Yes.
perfect management communication style. Lead with something positive before you sweep the leg.
Okay.
Yes. So to kick off that episode, number 488, you all talk about monkey herpes. And because there was a monkey situation, a woman contracted monkey herpes, and Pat said it was maybe a red flag if you were dating someone with monkey herpes. So I dug into it, and there is a specific type of herpes in monkeys, and it's commonly called the B virus. The scientific word was like too complicated to say. And it was founded in 1932. And since 1932, only 50 people have been infected. And of those, 21 of them have died from it. So I would say if you are dating someone with monkey herpes, it's for sure a red flag.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
No.
And nobody's going to believe you caught it because a truck wrecked in front of you and there were monkeys running around on the highway.
No.
Yes. So
Nope.
definitely not a maybe red flag, solid red flag.
Got it. Good.
Next on number 486, you all talk about refusing to poop with your neighbor. I think it's a bad take. Pat,
You sound like
Pat
an absolutely trashy, terrible show. Monkey herpes and pooping by your neighbor.
pooping by yourself. Pat, I would love to sit in the office, like time up our poops, and then sit on TikTok and poop together. Have some pooping neighbors. So for future reference, we would do this on high school.
Bonding.
And,
Can we do it?
bonding.
Just maybe like just stitch it? Does it have to be real life?
No, I mean,
I don't.
it wouldn't be authentic if it wasn't real life.
Okay. All right. I could figure that. Yeah, we could do that. I suppose.
Wow.
No
Okay,
judgment. though.
No judging.
Yeah. In high school, we did a version of this, and we called it something similar to battleships. It was a play on words of battleships.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
How many salts did you have filled when you played battleships?
Well, at least two. The two was it's actually a 2-player game, as battleships is.
Funny.
But
I'm
Well,
down,
it is. Battleships is a 2-player game. So
Yeah. I'm down for battleships.
I can't wait for Pat
Yes.
to learn how to play this. Okay.
yeah. And then last on number 487, Pat referred to the hole in the front of men's underwear as a winky pocket. It is actually called a fly, like your pants, like a pants fly for
Oh, it
underwear. It's also called a fly.
Did
So
you
it's
say
not called a
wanted-
winky
winky pocket? I thought I've heard winky pocket before.
pocket.
Yeah.
Just
I
when
think
you've
that's a
said it.
Pat. I think you can what's that called? Copyright that one, Pat.
Okay.
I've never
He
I'll try
coined
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you coined it. I'm going to say you were trying to differentiate between your jeans and your underpants. The
Oh, yeah,
underpants
that's right.
is the winky pocket. The jeans is the fly.
Yeah. Because
Right?
if your winky pocket and your fly is closed, that could end up after a while be not a good situation.
You got to, well, something. I don't know. Hmm.
Back of the zipper is not very smooth, I'll just say.
Wow. Anyway,
Yes,
you did
that
a
is the fact
fabulous
check.
job, Nick.
Yeah, that was
Thank
very
you.
good, Nick.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was exactly what we needed to clean things up.
Yes. So happy to do it moving forward and looking forward to next Friday's segment.
Fantastic. Yeah. And you know what? We're going to have to wrap things up, Pat, because I know you got to get going.
do.
Generally, and I apologize to Reagan because usually we do our TikToks, but I know you've got.
I think we might be able to plow through them real quick.
You
I've got
want to? It's up to you.
let's do one. Pick one and then pick one. Your favorite one.
Let's do the coyote.
Okay. All right, we'll do the coyote one. Is there any like setup for this or just slam
This
into the
is- well,
coyote?
we were talking about coyotes and coyotes. Which way do you say it? And I have to say, if you're talking to somebody, it's like you see a coyote. But then also there's Wile E. Coyote, and I approve of both. So I don't think there's a wrong way to go. But this little story is about a coyote, and her name is Weave, and she's wild, but she's scared of the people in the neighborhood. And when I say people, I'm talking about the other coyotes.
Okay, here we go.
This is Weave. She's afraid of the other coyotes. I let her come inside until they leave.
They gonna get you? Come on. There you go. Go to bed. Get up here. Hey, no, come here. Get on the couch. Get up here. Lay down. Go to bed. Lay down. If you're gonna be in here, you gotta go to bed. No, get up here. Here, come on. Get up here and lay down. Lay down, babe.
That is crazy. That is
Nick,
sweet.
I don't know how long he's been doing that, but you notice how she comes up and gets the head scritches?
Yes, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's like,
Also crazy to like just let a wild animal in your house. Like, he
Right.
did that so quickly that it made me uncomfortable.
Nuts.
what the heck? But I think he's been doing it for. I've seen a video of him, other videos of him with that coyote, and I don't know how long he's been doing it, but I imagine since she was a little one. But she just comes. She knows where the couch is. She understands.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's my favorite one so far.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to throw one more story in here real quick before we go, because the Omaha Zoo had a big announcement just recently because they had a baby elephant. Did you guys all see this? And
Very cute baby elephant.
oh my God, she weighed 183 pounds. Currently she is. Her name is Eugenia, which means noble or well-born. And there's a little story behind this. Her mother, Kiki, is 18 years old, and I think this is her first baby. Her dad is 21 years old, and his name is Callie. He showed up in 2019. She is the first elephant born in the zoo's 125-year history, which is amazing. And
Jeez.
they're expecting 2 more elephant babies in the next couple of years because it's almost a 2-year gestation period. But you may remember a few years back, Pat, when they brought in a whole bunch of elephants, female elephants that were starving and they were undernourished, and they brought all these elephants into the zoo, and it was really a big deal. And they were hoping, oh my gosh, this could be it, and we're going to bring these girls back, get them healthy. And then they found a really good bull elephant to bring in, a young guy ready to he's got 4 girls. He's like, we need a young dude that knows what's going on. And I got the opportunity to see Dr. Simmons speak the other day, not too long ago, and he told this story, and he said that they brought the young elephant in, and he's got 4 girls, and they were like, this is going to be great. And he was just a dumb young buck and didn't know what he was doing. He wanted to play with the girls. He was roughhousing around with them. And it was like, that's not the kind of roughhousing we want, boys. We need you to do something a little more. And he didn't know what to do with it, with himself. You know what I mean?
Typical teenage elephant.
He was like 14 or 13, and he was just like, just
like,
having
"What
fun with all the
is that?"
elephants. Look at all my friends. So they brought in the 21-year-old who's been around the block a couple of times, and he immediately boom. And so now we got 3 pregnant elephants, and the first baby just dropped. So pretty exciting stuff.
That's awesome.
And I want to say too, if you ever get a chance to hear Dr. Lee Talk, or Doc as they talked about him. He's in his 80s. And he has been everywhere. He told a story about being in Russia and helping them with their animals and being in other zoos all across the country. He's an amazing speaker, and he will stand there and tell you stories as long as you want to hear them. And it was phenomenal. But that story I thought was pretty cool.
That is super cool. Super cute
Yeah.
elephant.
There you go.
Yes.
So elephant story for you.
Well, thank you guys for watching and listening. Nick, thanks for listening to everything and checking us. We appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
I hope to be back next week. So
Absolutely.
You are.
Hopefully you're not. That means we got everything right.
Ah,
So, but if you do, yeah.
probably not going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Thanks, Nick.
Pat and JT with Nick Picky.
Right. It's Pat and JT, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Thank you,
Um,
Centris.
Yes, thank you, Centris, very much. See that little right down there in the corner?
Yep,
That's
that's
Centris.
right.
Whoop, down there. Thank you, Centris. We appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your Friday. Download the podcast anywhere.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Huda Media Production.